Everybody. My name is Ed Sparron. I'm the operational manager for the World AIDS Museum and Educational Center. So we're here at the museum today. It's Sunday and it's Father's Day. So we're here having a little Father's Day celebration with a lot of people here locally in the community. Just come out here, have a little wine, a little cheese, and see what we do here at the museum. So if you see here a little bit, we have people coming in here and have a little drink and have a little something to eat. We have live piano playing. Our friend Tom Manager is playing the piano. And what's really great about these mixers is people come in here and have a little drink, have a little something to eat, but they can really then go off to the side and see what our exhibits are about and learn about our exhibits and really enjoy them a lot. So if you come with me, we'll show you a little bit over here. For example, these are really great items, part of the history of the HIV and AIDS epidemic. These are AIDS awareness trading cards. And so back in 1993, they tried to use the baseball card format to educate people. So instead of bubblegum, there's a condom. And so in 1993, they tried to sell these, but they weren't sold in the market very widely. So it's a real interesting part of how they tried to educate people back then. Now in the Black community, we've been doing this exhibit called Saving Grace to try to educate people in the Black community. In the Black community, it's just not talked about in the churches, it's just not talked about in the families. So we have this wonderful exhibit here right now called Saving Grace. So if you see this exhibit here, how the Dwayne Kramer photos are set up is we have an inspirational hero that's a well-known person with HIV. We have a local hero and how they've made an impact locally. And then we have a friend or a family member, really an affected member who supports that person. And then we have the mirror. And this way you look at yourself and how you relate to these people and putting yourself in their shoes. So let's come on in the back. And this is Tom Manager, our friend. He's playing the piano here at many of our functions here. And over here on the wall is the stigma wall. We have our board president, Jeff Banning, there right now. And what he's doing, he's showing them the AIDS Memorial quilt on the computer. So on this computer, you can actually type someone's name in and then see their name printed on Project Quilt. Jeff, do you need my help on that? All right, well, sorry for that break, but we're always so busy here, especially at a party like this. There's a lot going on, and people just love coming here and really learning and engaging, and they have a lot of questions. I mean, the questions are never ending, even for us. But that's why we're here, to help other people, educate them, and learn what was going on. So let's continue a little bit. Like I said, we were talking about the Saving Grace exhibit and the photos exhibit, and this here is called the Family Tree. Now, Bobby Henry, who runs the West Side Gazette, who is part of, in cooperation, this exhibit with us, we made this exhibit and brought it to the Black churches because, frankly, HIV is not talked about in the Black community, in the Black churches or the families. This family tree kind of shows how Bobby Henry, it's in his family tree, about 6 or 7 of his family members are infected or affected. But then again, it relates to your own family tree and how we're all connected in one way or another, and that in all of our family trees, we know somebody who's HIV. Around the corner, we have a poetry booth. In this, we're trying to find an interesting way to tell poetry in this particular story. Instead of just putting poetry on the wall, we created this poetry booth where you can come back in here and watch this wonderful visual, spoken poetry. And it's really 4 minutes of just such enthralling poetry. It's in a black screen right now, but that's intentional. He has certain spots there where it's black. But it's a 4-minute poetry that is just amazing. So the artists that came in here and helped us put this together, through photos, through painting, through poetry, the art is a great way to get the communication started and to get people talking about this subject. Because frankly, we don't want to scare people, and people need to be educated and need to know. So if they come in and say, oh, that's wonderful artwork, and then they get the message, and then they get the knowledge and the facts they need to know. Let's go into the other art gallery. And here is one of the other videos that's accompanying the Saving Grace video. And what's wonderful about this exhibit, you'll see the state senator here on the screen. State Senator pastors. We had the leaders in the Black community come out and tell their stories and talk about HIV. So this way, members of the Black community are educating people about the Black community within the video. So yeah, this educational video really helps them understand. We have this exhibit here for Saving Grace here at the museum right now till July, but then even after this is a traveling exhibit. We can take it to different churches and community centers and educate you right in your own backyard. This is one of our other art galleries in here, and this is our main gallery of artwork. And then here, Gallery 1, we have Lois Wilson. So Lois Wilson is a local artist in Philadelphia and the New York area. And in her spiritual teachings and working with HIV patients, she dealt with and had a HIV support group. Now, she found these people so enthralling and interesting, and so she made these pieces of artwork representing them. Each piece of artwork has their name, has an interesting saying about them, and then you're seeing this person's life through bits and pieces in their window. She'll be here in July to have a meet and greet and wine and cheese with us, and we'll learn more about the artist and more about these people here in this exhibit. So this artwork is truly inspiring, artistic, and meaningful. And really gets people thinking and talking about the conversation of HIV and AIDS. So back out there in the gallery, a lot of people are having a drink and partying and having a great time and learning a lot. As we have these parties, people walking around and having a good time, and then walking around and seeing bits and pieces of the exhibit and learning something and getting the communication started about HIV and AIDS. We really hope you come down here and see what we have here. That's right, if you can't be here in person, come see our website, www.worldaidsmuseum.com. Also, we're on Twitter and Facebook, so please meet us there and sign up, and you'll get to find out about these parties and be invited. If you sign up and be a part of us, you'll be here too, having a glass of wine and some cheese and seeing these wonderful exhibits too.